back, and you might wonder where we are right now. We're filming in a new spot, and where is that, Jay?
It's in our new Star Wars office.
Yeah. Yay!
It's not done yet,
yeah.
but once it's completed and all the toys are up, we're going to give you guys a tour, so that'll be a future video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've already ordered the red couch.
And we got a red couch. I don't know if it's red, I think it's black.
Yeah. At any rate, it's still a work in progress, so when it's done, we'll give everybody the official tour.
But this video is about a really important topic that really touches our family and a lot of LGBT families, and it's about foster care and adoption. And we wanted to do a really quick video on this because it's been touching our lives a lot lately.
Mm-hmm. So once a month, we get to go to, excuse me, everybody, an adoption and foster care support group. Mm-hmm. It's something that our adoption agency offers to anybody who adopts or fosters with them to kind of help blow off steam. It's a place for parents to get together, to talk about where they are in their cases, and the kids get to just go play.
Do you guys like going to those groups?
Yeah, I do.
What is it you like about it?
I like seeing kids like me. Share the same feelings as I do and not like school where everyone's with their biological mom and dad.
Well, a lot of the kids there are adopted,
right,
or they've gone through the same journey as you have.
Do you guys seriously talk about that, though?
No, we just walk
you just go play, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's probably the best thing about it is they get to go out there and just be kids and not have all that extra baggage.
And a cool thing is when we went through TLC originally, we were their first official gay male couple.
Yeah.
As you guys may know, a lot of lesbians have been adopting and doing foster care for a long time, but it's a relatively new thing that LGBT men, gay men, are actually starting to adopt and create families. Well, it's not a new thing, but it's becoming more and more acceptable.
But last night we went to our group and there were, how many, 4 couples?
4 gay male couples. I was shocked. Me and Brian walked into the group and there was all these guy couples sitting around and we're thinking, who are these people?
And they always have to introduce us to each other like we're, like we're supposed to mentor. Or,
well, I think they kind of, the thing is that people, I think straight people don't understand, just because we're gay doesn't mean we all know each other.
Yeah.
So as soon as we walk through the door, Denise, love Denise, she runs up and says, oh, have you met the new gay couple? And we're kind of like, not yet.
No, but thanks.
And one of the couples there was so young. I mean, they must have been in their mid-20s, and I'm thinking, wow.
But it, and it was also a really huge group, so it was really good to see so many people out there getting involved in it.
And that's kind of what we want to talk to you guys about, because it's really important that not only everybody take the time to think about adoption and foster care, but gay people in general. I mean, when we think about our families and we think about how to add to them, I think sometimes people get really confused. And it's really amazing what you can do if you have the house, the home, the time to add kids to your family.
Mm-hmm. And you don't always have to be in a relationship to do that. There are a lot of single parents out there who adopt.
And sadly, there are tons and tons and tons of kids that are stuck in foster care. There are so many kids that age out of the system that never actually have a home, and it's really sad, I mean, as for us, as you guys know, you've seen our journey. Daniel and Selena are our adopted kids, and they've been with us going on 6.5 years now. Dang. And I think it's the best thing that we ever did for our relationship and for our family. I mean, I can't say one negative thing about adding, Daniel and Selena to our family.
I think Selena would like to say something.
What do you want to say?
Well, we're trying to adopt another 7-year-old girl.
No, we're not adopting.
No,
we're fostering. Yeah. So which brings us to today's discussion. As you guys may know, we do a lot of foster care with other kids, and those kids don't necessarily pop up in the videos because, we're not allowed to put them in the videos.
Unless the judge says.
Unless the judge says it's okay. But over the last, 5 years, we've had probably close to 20 foster kids come in and out of our lives. Yeah, we've had a lot, And recently we had Nico, and as you guys know the story of Nico, where he came and he was with us for about 1.5 years, and we wanted to adopt him, and it didn't work out. He ended up going back to his mom. But Nico is coming into our lives once a week or so.
Yeah, he stops by every Thursday, and we get to have a little play date with Nico,
we get to babysit,
which makes me happy.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart, and we really enjoy spending time with him.
But
he helped me build these cabinets last Thursday.
Yeah,
he did.
But we didn't. Well, we don't, because we go to school now.
Yeah.
Thursday.
So, one of the things I want to get across to people is there is such a need for good foster parents. As soon as we have a kid leave our home, we get multiple calls about kids that want to be placed with us. And I think that brings us kind of back to last week's video with the 2 dads and 10 kids. And we got a lot of negative comments on that video about how Why do these guys have 10 kids? And, you know, me and Brian have had up to 5 kids at one time, and it drives us nuts.
It does.
It's a lot of work.
I give them
We had
props for being able to
Darlene.
do it.
We
Yeah,
had Darlene, Harley, Nico, me, and Daniel.
that's a lot of kids. And not every family can do 10 kids. Not every family can do 5 kids. But I think the thing that you need to realize when you watch the video or you watch that TV series, 2 Dads, 10 Kids, it's because the system is so overwhelmed. Every opportunity that the foster social workers know that we have a space in our home, they're calling, trying to fill that space.
Yeah,
because there's such a need.
I think Jay actually talked to Clint.
Yeah, I got to talk to Clint, one of the dads from the show.
And in their own words, they were saying that, you know, one of them used to be a teacher, and they both kind of have a hard time saying no when social workers keep bringing kids around.
Yeah.
And that's sort of the thing about the system, is that there are so many kids out there, and these social workers, which could probably handle a caseload of about 30 kids, might have 100 to 150 kids on their caseload.
And
so
they're
if they know that a door is open, they're going to take in there.
And if they see a happy family, it's like for us, they see that our family's happy and it works. And we've got the space. I mean, we have pretty much a 4-bedroom house.
Mm-hmm.
We could have up to 8 kids in this house if we were willing to do that.
And the foster system would
put to 8 kids
in this house.
But
if
you
we
know,
allowed it. Yeah.
we have to understand, we have to discuss it with each other and understand what's best for our family, what works for us. Like Daniel recently said, no more little kids, right?
Yeah.
We allow our kids to make the decision. It's a family decision whenever we take a new kid into our home.
Because Harley sprayed string all around the room.
Well, little kids want to get into Daniel's stuff. And Daniel's at an age now, how old are you?
12.
12. He's hitting puberty.
His voice is cracking.
Yeah, he's becoming a young man. And he doesn't want to put up with kids anymore.
Justin
He has a
Bieber's
peach fuzz mustache.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber's new CD.
This is not a Justin Bieber video.
He's going to puberty.
Selena wants a little girl to play with. She's open to having a little girl come into our home. You know, that's somebody she can have companion with. And she has space in her room and she's open to sharing that space.
But not that little girl. Not that.
You don't want a little girl. So now we've been told that we're going to have a 7-year-old coming. So that works great for our family, and we're open to doing that. So I guess what we're trying to get across in this video is if you have the space, the room in your home and the room in your heart to provide for a kid, there are hundreds of thousands of kids out there looking for a place to land.
On YouTube, you can see that adoption and foster care is something that's really super needed in the world, and there's lots of kids out there who really need a good home. And most people, when they think about it, don't always know how to take the first steps. But those first steps sometimes can just be as small as making a phone call, and then the rest just kind of happens on its own. And it might be the best, most rewarding thing you ever do. I know that it was for us, and that we always encourage anybody who's considering it to at least look into adoption and foster care if they're thinking about building a family. So that's all for us today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, YouTube.